Cruis'n USA.
Oh, you literally just drive right out onto the racetrack, dude.
Yeah,
What?
dude.
Oh,
The prize
yeah,
is right
dude,
there.
USA.
So fun fact,
I am
on
using the
Christmas 1996, I got my
I'm using tilt
N64
control.
and I got Mario 64 and Cruis'n USA.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good games.
You're
Right
saying
there.
you're gonna farm?
Holy shit.
Dude,
Why
it's the
even
Golden
play
Gate
Mario
Bridge. We're
64,
playing
man?
San Francisco Rush.
Oh no! Oh no! We're San Francisco Rush!
Play the same course 24 times.
Oh no!
Is it just
I'm
me or
having
is Left 4 Dead
flashbacks.
really sensitive?
Yeah, it's
It is.
super sensitive, dude.
You can change that in the options.
Oh,
I already migrated to the
That's
D-pad.
the quickest I've ever gone
Oh,
from the
that's a
Golden
good
Gate
idea.
Bridge to the Bay
Oh,
Bridge.
oh, you can go to the D-pad. Oh, nice.
weird.
Yeah.
Alright.
Ah, I
Anyone
hit a car.
crashed
Dude,
alive?
I shouldn't have given away the tech, dude. I'm already throwing 1 minute in.
Hold on.
I can't believe I destroyed the D-pad tech.
First place, side
I got bodied by the truck too.
Dude, first place hit my ass and just sideswiped past.
Yep,
Yeah.
that
Promoting
happened
bad
to me.
driving habit.
Yeah, dude, this guy's aggressive.
Oh, no.
What is his problem?
He's
Yeah,
on
they
me, man.
sideswipe you a lot in this game.
Oh, I just hit a cop from behind and blasted him off into space.
Good find.
That's illegal.
I
You
forgot-
can't do that.
Nope, I just
Yeah,
ran
nothing
into a fire
happened.
truck.
This rubber banding right now.
Good old arcade racing games.
Oh my god, get out of my way.
Remember, they want your quarters.
So, do you have to win these races?
Yeah.
Oh no!
You have the win.
Gotta check.
There's a Nintendo sign, just like
was
64.
that checkpoint?
One down.
Hell yeah.
Oh no.
Hell yeah, look at this.
Give me that trophy.
If you lose, can you just start the race over?
Oh no!
Yeah, you just start over. It acts like you beat it, but then it just starts the same one. We did it. We beat
Okay.
San
Okay.
Stand with me.
Too hot time.
Sometimes. My name
We'll
is
have to, like-
TTT, I guess.
Yup.
TTT.
Yep.
I'm out.
Okay, yeah, truck.
Shout out to DP,
Alright,
dude.
we finished the first map.
Yeah, I noticed that. DP he got a better time than me on this.
Oh my gosh.
Alright. San
Alright.
Francisco.
God, car, stop!
Just saying, if anyone in chat says Cruis'n USA, you have to say it in all caps or you are grammatically incorrect.
No, yeah, another San Francisco map. And we're just in San Francisco Rush.
So why does it start at T?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good
I don't know. The frame rate
I
is
don't see,
glorious.
man. I don't see.
Oh man, these buildings.
How do you move past it?
Dude, the frame rate in Exotica is actually good. and
What
stuff.
city is this?
San Francisco.
No,
We're
no,
still in San Francisco?
Yeah, it really is.
Well, we were on the bridge and now we're in
In San Francisco.
Get
This
out
is
of my
literally
way,
San
yellow
Francisco
car.
Rush, dude. I got baited into playing this.
California.
What? Every car just crashed. What is happening? I'm a pinball.
Woo! Woo!
Pinball USA, man.
Notice, alright. This is actually a banger.
I mean, it's no. These are like the dumbest crashes ever happened.
This game's great, man. I'm having a blast.
I'm already getting tired.
Just let me know when you want to get hit with the woes, Giga.
No longer.
I
are
want
we
to get hit
playing
right now with the
60
low.
FPS.
Oh my god.
We're playing 60 frames per race.
I'm getting
Yeah, whoa,
bodied.
whoa.
60
Yeah.
frames per race.
Honestly, this game feels bad.
first place hype.
Welcome to the Hall of Fame. Ready, set, go! Check it out, San Francisco. Checkpoint. Whoa!
What is the soundtrack right now? Oh, whoops, I didn't start my timer. Let's pretend I did.
Welcome to the Hall of Fame. Ready, set, go! Oh, this is a very weird way to hold the controller, but apparently you can use the D-pad as well. Accelerate is Z. I think that's the only option is for accelerate is it has to be Z. So I'm holding the middle prong of the N64 controller with my right hand and the D-pad with my left. And supposedly this is a way the controller was kind of designed for games to leverage different grips like this one. But honestly, I've never played an N64 game gripping it this way because you don't have any buttons this way. It feels really weird. Like I've held onto it like you're holding onto shoulders. Like the N64 controller's shoulders, where you've got left hand on the D-pad and right hand on like where the C buttons are. And obviously the most common grip is left hand on the center prong where the analog stick is. And right hand on the buttons, but never quite played a game like this before. Left hand on the D-pad, right hand on the analog stick center prong, just to hold that Z button. Also, this course is garbage because I can't see anything, and it's just like constantly turning. Finally, out of the woods.
Welcome to the Hall of Fame. Ready, set, go! Whoa. Welcome to the Hall of Fame. Ready?
I'm cruising the USA. The US of A. Checkpoint. Hey, Chibi. This call, yeah, the call is pretty big. I actually have it muted because it was even too big for me, Oni-chan. But yeah, I still have it on stream. If you're interested, you can do like a dub for yourself, where whenever somebody talks out loud, you can say, 'cause you can still see people talking. You can dub them for yourself and make like a, you know, like one of those YouTube dubs where they overdub a movie for fun with silly lines, like that, but with a Discord call. Yeah, I think this is our biggest race yet, ironically, for Cruis'n USA. Flag waver girl is not wearing clothes. Wow. Oh, in the game, yeah, she's in a bikini. But it's okay, it's because she's... You don't see it, but she's at the pool, so it's actually, like, appropriate for Twitch attire, because as long as you wear your bikini at the pool, it's okay for Twitch. By the way, Chibi, how are you liking the new Shadowverse expansion? I still log in to get my freebies every day, and I see that new expansion is launched. I do not know much about it, though. I know when I log in, I'm greeted with a login screen of some guy. Sigiri blah. Where's the kawaii new Shadowverse IPs like Vampy-chan, Luna-chan? Decks suck now. Found a fun unlimited deck. Yeah, that is one thing that sucks about rotation is decks that you enjoy just die. Like Rip Jerry. I actually like the Jerry archetype was pretty cool. It was like not, I don't know, maybe in its heyday it was OP. Maybe if you actually had like the composition it was OP, but the like dumbed down Jerry deck that I made back when I was playing for like the Love Live stuff. It's pretty cool. But yeah, no, that's like Jerry. What they like they didn't bring any like new stuff to Jerry in the next expansion that came out. And then of course now it's just Rip Jerry because he's an unlimited. So what is the new unlimited deck you found? It was never high tier, but it was decent. See, that's like a good deck. I like that. I like to hear that. That I played a deck that wasn't like the stupid face hunter of Shadowverse. And I mean, the version of the deck that I had, I don't think was that great. I'm sure if you got like the perfect composition, it would have been stronger. Because mine was like hit or miss. Like the Jerry effect is not. It's cool, but it's not like super. Well, it is pretty strong, but like sometimes I get the Jerry effect and it was just too late. You just got like rushed down, and sometimes it just didn't do enough. So it wasn't like a just you win at this point. You still kind of needed the tempo to make use of the Jerry effect. Actually, it was weird because it buffs the one thing. So sometimes you'd be in a situation where you wanted to actually spread the board out, but the Jerry effect only works if you have one big dude on the board. So sometimes you're just sort of countered by that. It's like you needed to play sort of like a Zeus style to counter like a, I don't know, like to go against a Zeus style. But if you had your Jerry activated, you weren't getting any value off of it as long as you weren't playing just one card on the board. I don't know, it seemed pretty cool. But yeah, Rip Jerry. Shadow deck that goes face abuses some cards that give a lot of shadows. Oh, I see. What leader do you play for Shadow? I think I have Medusa and I have, well, obviously I have Luna. I think Medusa might be the only one. I thought I had another Shadow leader.
Welcome to the Hall of Fame.
So of course, leader skin's very important in Shadowverse. that was very sketch, by the way. How the game froze. Freaking N64 game freezing. Imagine that. I'm playing on Rev B too. I have like the data hoarder ROM set, so it's like every ROM ever made, including all of like the iterations. So this game has the base game, and then it has a revision A and it has a revision B. So I'm playing revision B because I'm like, oh okay, must be the safest version to play. They got rid of all of like the crashes and bugs or whatever. So we shouldn't see anything sketchy like that, but you never know. Sorry if you said something had to mute. No, no worries. I asked what leader skin you use when you play Shadow, because I think the only leader skin I have is Medusa. I don't have. Well, they never released Swimsuit Luna, did they? I have a Swimsuit Luna, but I think that's a hack. I don't think that's official, or at least it's not NA official. Rip. Checkpoint. I think there were quite a bit of skins that got released in Japan but didn't get released in the US or internationally. Sakura Mato or something. Luna's cute, but I use the edgy girl from Faith Sene. Ah. Haven deck. The new Eris leader. Oh, I see. So is the buff deck dead now? It might have been dead for a while, but I still have nightmares about the buff deck of Havencraft. I always thought that the Seraph deck was cool. But I suppose, like, has Seraph ever been a thing since, like, the original start of Shadowverse? Like, is like, I don't know, Seraph is probably rotated out even, right? I think there's some cards you can do to get a Seraph. I think I remember that when I was playing again for a while. Alana is meta right now. Still, they made a new version of her. Oof. Dang. I don't know, I always felt like a frustrating deck to play against. So, I felt like the deck was fine though, but maybe it would have been nice for some variety if it rotated out. The new standard. Seraph was how you started the game, love her. Yeah, Seraph was cool. I don't think I ever had a Seraph deck, but I think when Shadowverse first came out, I like watched a few streams. Like even Crip streamed Shadowverse back when it first came out. I think he was sponsored to play it. The Shadowverse had a push when it first came out in NA, where they wanted to see if they could get the NA market, and I don't know. It feels like they kind of pulled back on that. Like I think when Shadowverse first came out, it was just more visible. I'd see it more on Twitch and stuff, but in like sponsored streams. And I think now they've just kind of pulled back. Obviously, they still support NA, but they're not investing as much money in making it as visible as when it first came out in marketing. Greatest logic leaders in this pack. Haven't found it though. Feels Akari. NA push got you into Shadowverse, to be fair, so yeah, same. I think that's where I discovered Shadowverse as well. Was from Crypt playing it. Because there's also a game that had a Steam version, which is unusual for this kind of Japanese games. They're like mobile only. So I was like, sure, I'll download this game on Steam. So I don't have to play it on my phone. They barely support NA anymore. A streamer I watched stopped playing Shadowverse because Magic the Gathering is better than hit for him. Rip. Yeah, I think the only time I see Shadowverse on Twitch is those like tournament events, which I don't even know how often they happen. But Shadowverse was appealing when it first came out, and I like started watching it because hey, Half Beastie, because of they gave a lot of free stuff out. Do I see Lufia 2 in your tail? That's correct, Half Beastie. Starting at 1 a.m. my time, so 3 hours from now. 3 hours from now, there's like a blind Lufia 2 race. We do. Me, Yimo, and Eagle Captain do blind RPG races. We used to do them like every other week, and it was super fun to have sort of them on the regular. But Discord Wars happened, and we kind of, even before Discord Wars, there's some IRL stuff with all of us. Because it's like blind RPG races are like a 20-hour thing each time. So we kind of put them on the postponement, but the first one we're doing in a long time, and hopefully we get back on a schedule, like every other week. It's essentially blind. One of us each week that we do it makes a guide, but the guide is meant to be as basic as possible. Like the guide is just it's meant to leave it up to you to discover the game, so it doesn't like backseat you or like give you all those solutions like puzzles and stuff or like the strats for fights. It's just a very basic outline of, okay, here you go from here to here to here to here. Like, just the big picture so that no one sort of gets walled anywhere. You're not like, oh shoot, what do I do now? Like, just to avoid situations like that. So you've got the general progression guide, but absolutely no, like, details beyond that. Forgot I have Miyako too. Like using your Shadowfell pudding girl with the spoon. Yeah, the pudding girl is adorable. Yeah. Probably miss like the first hour. I'll definitely be watching. Awesome, Half Beastie. Yeah, it's gonna be something. Ayumo made the guide this week. It's 6 pages. That's it. He's also claimed that it's the worst guide he's ever made. So I think this week especially is going to be very, very light on the guide. Guide is not going to help too much because Lufia 2 also has a lot of puzzles. But we never have puzzle solutions in our guides. That defeats the fun. It's about discovering the game. It's about being as blind as possible while just removing elements that you could get majorly walled and frustrated. That's the blind RPG style that we like to race. I really, really like SNES RPGs, so I'm looking forward to this one. Chrono Trigger was a lot of fun. That was blind for Yimo. That's another thing. It's pretty casual what we do. So like Chrono Trigger I had played twice. I think Captain played it once. Yimo never played it. So I made the guide that week. And it's not a big deal if we all go into it at different experiences of the game. I think Sanevin might be joining us this week. Not sure. It's a very awkward time. Because we're all on 3 distinct time zones. Captain's in Australia, Yimo's in Spain, and I'm in Eastern US. So I don't mind the DGen schedule. So it starts at 1 a.m. for me, but I think Sanevin is like Pacific Coast, so it'd be like 10 p.m. his time to get into potentially a 20-hour RPG. Lufia 2, mostly very clear on where to go though. Can't wait for y'all to play World's Hardest Puzzle. Oof. That does not sound reassuring. But it's okay. I have trained my puzzle skills with Goof Troop. I'm a SNES puzzle pro. Why is everything going against me here? I heard there's a lot of puzzles in Lufia too. So we'll see. Yeah, so that is in 3 hours. Probably won't. We're supposed to do 2 games today. I've got to take a little break before the RPG festivities start. I probably only have like 20 more minutes in this game. We're supposed to do Cruis'n World after this. I'll at least start that, I think. I don't know how long it'll be. Hopefully it'll be about the same length as this one. Because I want to leave myself like 30 minutes before the race starts to kind of take a break, get some snacks. I wanted to set up more before the race, but time kind of got away from me today. So yeah, I wanna have a little bit of a preparation break between this and Lufia 2. Hopefully I'll be able to finish both N64 Mania races today. There's only like 2 or 3 difficult ones that are unskippable. Oh, I see. I never played a Lufia 1, but I think this is supposed to be... Obviously, it's the second game, but it's a bit of like a prequel as far as the story goes. So to play the second game first isn't that bad. I've seen a couple speedruns, and by seen a couple, I mean had one in the background when they've had it a couple times at RPG Limit Break. I've retained nothing from them. Other than I know there's like a soft lock after one of the bosses. That's super rare, but there's some kind of clip out there of someone getting it and being very pissed off during a run. Oh, I not evil. Hey Rio, we still have the emote. Thanks for the good luck. We still have the emote, but evil has been thwarted. Feels bad, man. Until next Discord Wars. I hope we get another non-food theme for next Discord Wars. I don't know where you go from here, though. I thought it was cool to have a non-food theme. The food has always been super boring to me, but this is the first Discord Wars where I kind of felt like I was in on the theme. Like I felt more like a villain than a hero. Time for work, CD about 4. Yeah, good luck at work, Half Beastie. Hope it goes well. Today. That guy was across the yellow line. That's not my fault. I am curious about like Shadowverse's decisions though when they decide to go for the NA market. Because sometimes I feel like they want to go for like the non-read crowd. That's kind of like how like the localization changes they make with the game.
Welcome to the Hall of Fame.
And also back when they did try to market the game when it first came out to NA. But I feel like Shadowverse is like fits in perfectly with like the anime, the NA sort of weeb anime crowd. Yet I think they wanted to go more mainstream, which just kind of confuses me. Because it's a very cute game. I could see it. I could definitely see it fitting into the anime niche internationally. But they kind of wanted it to be more mainstream, to be more of like a, I don't know, like a Hearthstone competitor. I don't know if that's fair to say, but by the way, the timer is wrong. I started late, probably like at least 5 minutes. No. Don't report me to SRL. Kappa. Canna police. I've got to be close to the end. Yeah?
Welcome to the Hall of Fame.
It looks like we've almost cruised the USA.
Ready? Set, go!
But as far as gacha games go, Shadowverse has got to be on the better half of it. Okay, so the one thing that annoys me the most about gacha games, and is the biggest impediment of me getting into them, is energy systems. I don't like a game that like limits you, wants you to enjoy it and then limits your play of it. So like every day you can play for like 30 minutes free, essentially, or whatever it is, but constraining the amount of time that you can play the game free with the dumb energy mechanic. But Shadowverse doesn't have. I mean, it does have its issues though. It has multiple layers of rarity. Some cards are really hard to get. Does the same thing with disenchantment that Hearthstone does, except it's just since there's more rare cards and you can put more of the rare cards in your deck. It takes more disenchantment currency to get them for the optimal deck compositions. But as far as gacha goes, it's certainly a more approachable one. I hate energy systems. So it's nice that
Welcome to the Hall of Fame.
Shadowverse doesn't have that. Can play as much as you want. Am I done? Is this dot done? Bum 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 bum. Next award at medium difficulty, Skillick.
Welcome to the Hall of Fame.
Cruis'n USA. Like, I guess with energy systems, you just... Is there any way to just pay? Do any gacha games with energy systems just let you pay? I don't know. To not have energy for, like, unlimited energy? Or do you have to constantly just keep buying energy whenever you want to play more? Did it buy the energy? Pretty sure that's the point. So you can't, like, if you enjoy a game a lot, you're like, wow, this is my favorite mobile game. I could play this for like 4 hours every day of my life. You just have to keep buying 4 hours worth of energy every day beyond what you get for free, right? There's no like buy. Yeah, that's dumb. Yeah, it's like as soon as I see that, it's a turn off, so I just don't even bother with those games. Like I played the Love Live mobile game. I'm really bad at rhythm games, so I'm really bad at rhythm games, so I never do that great at it. I can only do the easy songs, and the easy songs consume less energy than the more difficult ones. And it might also be because I hardly ever play, and I'm like low level, but I'm like constantly leveling up, and it always gives me like excess energy. And it's also not a game that I can play for an extended period of time either. So I'm never out of energy in that game. So it's like if I'm bored or something, like, oh, I'll do a Love Live song, play like 2 or 3. But I also hear people who play that game, they do some kind of tournaments and stuff. And I remember hearing about people who play the game would like set their alarm at like 3 in the morning so they could get up and play the whatever the point system is to get the more things, to get the more idols. No thanks. I mean, I'm usually up at 3 a.m. anyway, but the thought of setting my alarm to get up to play a gacha game on a gacha game schedule. Alright, I'm gonna unmute the call. We'll see what's going on here because we're supposed to do a second race soon. Of Cruis'n World, I think. So